Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Vita Loves Cake. Today is Makeup Monday, and today we are gonna do Maya from Borderlands 2. First, you want to just start off with a face primer. I'm very dry skin, so I'm going to use this Makeup Forever Step 1. This is the Nourishing Base Primer, so it's great for someone who has dry skin like me. Then I'm going to mix these two Mehron Celebre foundations. I want to go a little pale for this look because Maya has more of that comic book kind of look to her. So once I mix, I put a little bit on my face. I dot it in the areas I need it the most, and then I'm going to go right ahead and use a beauty blender to blend all of that in. Make sure you get also the bottom of your jawline and a little bit down the neck because we will be doing a little bit of body art on our décolleté area. Now we're going to go on and move on to a little bit of a concealer. Here I'm using the Makeup Forever Full Cover Camouflage Concealer in number 5. Slightly lighter than my actual skin tone because again, I do want to be a little paler for this particular look. And I'm just spot treating the areas where I have been breaking out. Next, I'm going to be using my Camouflage Concealer from BH Cosmetics. I'm going to be using these to contour my face. I'm also going to mix it with a little bit of this Cover FX Droplets. And then we're just going to chisel our features. Don't be afraid to go a little heavy-handed because we do want this to be more of a chiseled angular look to kind of give that Borderlands feel. And I'm going to go right ahead. Feel free to use your fingers, hands, or a beauty blender to blend all of that in and add as much or as little contour as you want. I feel with this particular look, the better the contour, the better it's going to look overall. Now I'm going to go in and I'm just going to go in and highlight. I wasn't as pale as I'd like to be, so I'm just going to go in and take that white foundation again and highlight all the places I want to look a little paler. And again, we're going to blend that in with a beauty blender. Now we're going to just move on to the eyes. I'm going to use my Lorac Pro Eyeshadow Primer and just dab it with your fingers. You don't need a lot, a little goes a long way. And then here I'm going to be using my Urban Decay All Nighter Eyeliner. I believe they did discontinue this. I love this eyeliner. Unfortunately, it is no longer being made. But we're going to go right ahead and do a traditional wing. Don't worry that it's messy because we are going to blend it out with an angled liner in a second. What you want to make sure is, see here for me, I don't have that inner eye corner, so I'm just going to go and extend that a little bit so I have a little bit more of a cat eye appearance. Now we're going to go ahead and extend that wing. And then also color our waterline. So I'm going to go ahead and take the angled liner, and I'm just going to smudge it out a little bit and raise it up. You want more of a square appearance if you have more almond-shaped eyes like me. And I'm gonna go ahead and extend. Don't be too worried about it not being too neat because we are going to once again blend this out and then we are going to define it a little later on as well. This is just going to be our baseline. Now we're going to move on to the other side and do the exact same thing. So do your traditional liner with a wing, extend the inner corners of the eye, line the bottom, don't forget the waterline, and then make sure to blend it all out with that angled liner. I'm now adding 3 prongs, more like 3 lashes, and you just want to make sure both sides are even. We want this eye look to be very dramatic. I'm now going to take my BH Cosmetics 120 color palette, and we're just going to use these dark colors and these light colors, as well as the reds in this palette. I'm going right ahead, and I'm going to do a traditional smoky eye. We're just going to use the black. I try not to go past my orbital. You don't want it to, it's dramatic, but you don't want it to remove any of your brow space. Once again, don't be worried about it being too messy. We are going to blend everything out. Now we're going to take this red and I'm going to take a blending brush and I'm just going to go right ahead on my crease and blend in that red. By doing so, we're going to create this really beautiful smoky eye appearance. It's going to create a softer look so our lines are not that harsh. At the same time, it's going to make our eyes pop a lot more. And I blend it all the way from the outer corner to the inner corner. I want this look to be very cat-like. Now for this particular look, I didn't decide to do any false lashes. You can absolutely do that if you want to. Here, I'm just going to use my favorite mascara from Smashbox, the Full Exposure Mascara, and I'm just going to coat my lashes in a generous amount of mascara. I'm going to go right ahead and use my water-based palette from a Wolfe Cosmetics, or I believe Wolfe FX. I'm going to take the detailed liner brush that it came in the packet, and I'm going to go right ahead and I'm going to outline the eyeliner. And notice here, this is when the detail work comes into play. Now this particular makeup is water-based, so it will remove with water. So if you want something that's going to be a little more resilient throughout the day, you may want to opt for a gel liner instead. Now I'm going to take that same black and I'm going to use the same brush and we're going to outline the eyebrows. Now Maya's eyebrows are more like sharpied in, kind of like a sketch. Oh god, what have I done? Eyebrows are my weak point, guys. So we're gonna try and create that more of a sketch kind of eyebrow look. So bear with me. So in the front, at the inner corners of the brows, I'm doing more of a sketched out, as if you kind of just took a marker and like drew it out. And then at the ends, I'm going to basically fill in the brows. And then to clean up, I'm going to just take a little bit of my concealer, the angled brush, and I'm just going to highlight the brow bone. Now I decided not to blend it in as well because I did want it to look more of a drawn out look. If you want it to be a little more blended, absolutely go right ahead and blend it in. Now we're just going to finish off with a little bit of detailing. Now highlight my nose with a detail brush, and then we're going to move on to blush. Here I'm using my e.l.f. Cosmetics palette, and I'm going to be using all of these colors. Here I'm just going to use a little bit of that contour bronzy shade, and I'm going to just chisel my contour a little bit more. And now we're going to take a little bit of that pink and add in a blush. Now going back to adding more detail as I go. Now here I'm going to be using another water-based palette. This is from Kryolan, and I'm going to be using this blue color. These actually glow under black light, but I don't have one, so we're just going to use this for the blue. And I'm also going to chisel in my contour. Moving on to the lips, here I'm using my NYX Liquid Suede. I believe this color is Stone Fox. And now I'm going to top it off with another lipstick from NYX. This is the Wicked Lippie. We're just going to layer it right on top of Stone Fox. And then I want it to pop with a little more detail, so I'm going to go right ahead, take a silver eyeshadow, and press it on the lips. To clean up the look, or to make your lips a little more chiseled, go right ahead and use some of that concealer just to kind of hide any mistakes. I used my Wolfe Cosmetics, the white color, and I just kind of drew it on my lips just to make it pop, give it more of that pop art feel. And then once again, we're going to keep adding more details as we go. So now we're pretty much done with the face. We're going to move on to our décolleté. I'm going to start by lining and basically drawing out where I want the collar of Maya's costume to go. Then I'm going to switch on with a bigger brush and basically just fill that area in. So I'm using a yellow now for the rest of the costume. I do apologize once again for covering up some of the sections. I can't really see, so I'm still getting used to filming it. But I'm just basically following a picture of how her costume falls around the neckline, and we're just filling it in with that yellow and black. Now to outline some of the details. It doesn't have to be perfect. Once again, this look is more of that gritty Borderlands texture. So getting the basic outline will work because we're gonna go right ahead and make it a little more detailed later on. Also, I did not realize just how difficult it was drawing on your own décolleté, so forgive me for the wonky lines. So you're gonna work slowly. We're just gonna fill in all the details that we can. I'm now gonna use an eyeliner pencil, the black liner, and we're just gonna draw in more details of the costume. Not here, not pictured. I apologize. I am using my mirror to block the way, but I am using a little bit of tick marks just to kind of give the look a little bit more of that nitty gritty, dirty appearance that appears in Borderlands. And then not pictured, but I did kind of do a little bit of a cleavage. And I also did add a little bit more of an ombre or dirt texture along the armor. I do apologize, I missed out on that. And now we're just gonna go right ahead and outline and highlight everything we need, and then finish off with her tattoo. And here I'm just freehanding that right now. Now, not pictured, I mentioned it briefly, but I did use that same e.l.f. Cosmetics palette to kind of add a little bit more texture, dirt, and grit and appearance onto the armor. So that's what you see with a little bit more of that ombre look. And then I'm going to go over the tattoo with a little bit of a eyeshadow just to give it more of a polished look. And there you have it. There's Maya from Borderlands. Ta-da! Here's the final look. I hope you enjoyed that tutorial or that let's getting ready with me for this Halloween look. My hair is a little too long, so I couldn't get that perfectly bobbed cut that Maya usually has. So I kind of just had to tie it and let my bangs do the thing. I didn't like how my hair was kind of draping down because it was just covering a lot of the detail that I put all of my hard work into. So let me know in the comments down below if you like this look, if you want to see more looks like this. I did it just because of Halloween and I do love Borderlands. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or you need tips or tricks, let me know. Or if you just like this look or didn't like this look, I would love to hear your feedback down below. Until next time, I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Bye!